talking about the timing of this visit. Some saying when there are issues of insecurity in the country, we had the blast in Borno State and all of that, and that they feel that the timing is just wrong for Nigeria. What's your own take on this?
The timing is not wrong. Don't forget that this visit has been scheduled before the unfortunate incident in Borno State happened on the eve of the president's departure. So there is no way. This is an international engagement. Nigeria has domestic challenges, especially in the area of security. And part of this visit is to seek solution to some of these challenges. Don't also forget that defense cooperation and security is on top of the agenda for this visit. So in seeking solution to Nigeria's problem, some of the help we need are with our foreign partners, and UK is a critical partner to Nigeria. And the president told the king yesterday, and I'm sure he's going to also reiterate it in his meeting with the prime minister today, the type of cooperation that Nigeria needs in terms of addressing our security, not only in Nigeria, but across the Sahel region and West Africa.
But for the people in the diaspora, people in the UK, we saw them, turn out on the streets of Windsor to welcome President Bola Tinubu. What kind of added value does this give to the Nigerian community here in the UK? Like
I said, Nigeria, this a state visit is the highest level of diplomacy. When a president is granted or hosted to a state visit by a host country, it shows the level of relationship between Nigeria and UK, and it's the greatest honor it was a proud moment for every Nigerian in UK yesterday and even around the world. So that's why you saw some of our people turn out in their large numbers to welcome the president.
We've seen Mr. President's diplomatic shuttles across the globe, around the world. He also recently returned from Turkey. He's been around, but how fruitful or how impactful has all of the diplomatic shuttles been on the Nigerian economy?
They have been extremely impactful. Don't forget that in the last 3 years that the president has assumed office, there have been more than $50 billion in commitment in terms of foreign direct investment to Nigeria. As at the last count, about half of that had actually been consummated. And while the Ministry of Trade, Industry and Investment is still working to make sure that the ones that are yet to be consummated are effectively tracked and consolidated. So Nigeria has benefited immensely from President Tinubu's diplomatic shuttle around the world. We have seen that in terms of cooperation with different countries, with Turkey, with China, he has been to Russia, he has been to Netherlands, he has been to Brazil. And we know that one of the biggest livestock processing company in Brazil is set to invest more than $2 billion in Nigeria. And that process has started. And I know about 12 states, especially in the north, we are going to benefit from that.
But a lot of people are saying it's yet to really impact on the value of lives, improve or touch lives, improve the economy of the country, and really touch on the lives of ordinary Nigerians.
That is not correct. That is not correct. We have seen the impact in terms of trade volume, in terms of our balance of trade. We have seen the impact in the amount of foreign direct investment that have come into our country. Those are impact. That is benefit.
Has it created jobs?
Yes, thousands of jobs have been created in the process. Let me tell you, give you an example. When the president went to India during his first year in office, in fact, within the first 6 months, he was in India. He met with India businessmen, and they committed to invest about $10 billion in Nigeria. Some of those India businesses were businesses that are already operating in Nigeria. Some of them committed to expanding their investment in Nigeria. At that meeting, the group chairman of Batil Airtel committed that Airtel will expand and further invest in Nigeria. As at the last I checked, Airtel is investing $500 million in data center at Lagos Eco Atlantic City. So that is jobs for Nigeria. So some of those companies that are expanding their production lines in Nigeria, it means they are hiring more people in Nigeria. So that is direct benefit.
We'll have to leave it here and then hand over to the studio to continue with the rest of the program. Thank you so much, Mr. Aide. Thank you. It's been a pleasure. Thanks.